Happy Saturday, guys. I'm here to just do a collective energy reading. Yeah, I was thinking about a lot of stuff yesterday. I went over to a friend's house, helped him with some plugs, and we were talking about just kind of the state of affairs right now, right? And I'm sure most of you can feel it that things are changing. Uh, May always brings more energy. All the hot weather we're having, I think we're going to have pretty warm weather through the end of next week, and so all that moisture from all the tops, all these mountains starts to melt, and then that's what brings our spring storms in. And then we've got a lunar eclipse next week, so we have a lot of strong energy coming in. So we're gonna see what that is, right? What is the universe telling us? The devil, the world. So it looks like a lot of bondage and letting go and trying to see which direction to go. How many of you are in that situation where you're trying to figure out which direction I should go? And you're kind of in that Five of Pentacles mental state. But it's, when the Five of Pentacles comes up, it's a mental state. It's not an actual, it doesn't really represent it can represent your finances, but usually your finances are an outward expression of how you're feeling on the inside. Are you feeling lack? Are you feeling like there isn't enough? Right. And so what we need to do is leave wherever we're at. Right. So if you're in that state, walk away. This is a general energy reading. So this is where you might be feeling like you're stuck, right? That devil energy where you're bound to something. Uh, and it's just, you're just in a place of sorrow where it just feel like, you lost so much stuff and you're holding on to what you have, but you don't, in order to really move forward, you got to let go of stuff and make a choice and then drive forward. And then eventually you get to here, right? Because it's always a group effort. That's one thing that this is my main teaching, right? If it doesn't feel like you're connecting with people around you in a healthy way, reevaluate, see where your feels like, there's always going to be a sense of lack within yourself. If you don't feel like you're whole within yourself, then try and figure out why, right? Because I made a post the other day. It's like you're a diamond in the rough in the making. Don't feel bad about yourself. Everything that you go through is for a reason, and you know, um, you are whole on the inside, right? You just need to express that on the outside. So let's see what else we got here. And from the group collective standpoint, there's so many. I'm going to go away and I'm going to meditate for at least 24 hours, just find my favorite spot and just quiet the mind and see what's going on, because city centers are breaking down. That they don't really publish it in the news. We don't see accurate unemployment figures when they give you unemployment statistics. They're only giving you the number of people that are collecting unemployment. When you think about how many people are not collecting unemployment, this includes the homeless or people who quit their job who are trying to start a business, who just aren't collecting unemployment, and they might not even list themselves as employed, depending on their situation. So don't pay attention to what, for one thing, the mainstream media and the controllers of this place understand that everything is a state of mind. So if they actually knew a statistic and knew that it would cause panic, Why would you tell? Because you're actually controlling a group consciousness. So never, when you ever listening to something, especially on TV, think about how that's the case in everything. You control your own life through your own awareness and how you're talking to yourself. So what they're telling you is how they want to control the group consciousness. The same thing happens when you're speaking to somebody in private, when you're how do you want them to feel when when you're engaged with them? Do you want them to feel at peace? Are you providing them healing energy so that they feel better? Or are you creating conflict by maybe dumping your energy onto them? Um, and as long as you're not, you hold your suffering with gratitude, right? And grateful for the process. Pain is a beautiful part of growth. Look around you and see how everything is growing, and how much pain sometimes it goes through to get to a certain place, but it's always leading to a better place. So it's always leading to here. So always think about that, and try not to take on other people's energy when they're caught or they're trying to cause pain. If somebody's trying to sell you something and say, hey, look, you got to come to me for this, they're basically, they're dumping their pain on you. There are people that can offer help, but uh go to those places that make you feel good on the inside. Do the things that make you feel well. And if somebody's trying to sell you something, think about what they're trying to sell you, right? I mean, there is a lot of good offerings of things out there, a lot of self-help material, but you're good enough. You can do it, right? All you have to do is find that happy place on the inside. Seek ye first the kingdom, and everything else will be offered unto you, right? Because the kingdom is on the inside. You can't seek the kingdom out there, regardless of what anybody says, right? More money, less money, none of that matters, until you are at peace on the inside. And if somebody else, and this is the common thing, if somebody's got a lot of money and they're trying to push their trauma onto you and tell you that you need that also, then think about where they're coming from. Are they happy? If you were to talk to them in an hour, would it seem like they're a happy person on the inside? Think about that. True happiness comes from the inside. And so this is something that, will always happen in your life when happiness is on the inside. And I'm just going to leave you with that for this weekend. I may get on tomorrow night. We'll see. But I wish you guys the best and have a great weekend.